It's more than just savings.
Certainly have our cat's attention.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, it appears so.
Well, they just love great customer service.
Customer service, right.
They only get this excited for wet food. You know?
No.
Guys, he's right here.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
CBS Evening News.
Survivor is always evolving because of the players. Welcome to Survivor 49.
Ain't no time for the run.
Everybody who has played this game has impacted it in some way.
One of my favorite pastimes is kissing butt.
My name is Rizzo, but I go by R-I-Z-G-O-D, Riz God, baby.
I definitely don't like being outdoors. I will try to be brave, but not on day one.
Survivor is like a horror movie. In Act 1, you're running from the monster. But Act 2, you are the monster.
As a law enforcement officer, I run to the chaos. And Survivor,
You're back in this.
is chaos.
This is your season. This is your moment.
This is gonna be the easiest million I will ever make.
Survivor 49 premieres CBS Wednesday, September 24th, and streaming on Paramount+.
America, this is what you're about.
From KTVN, this is T News Nevada, late edition.
A new poll shows the nation divided on the deployment of National Guard troops to cities outside of Washington, D.C. What lawmakers have to say ahead.
It was kind of like a blessing in disguise, though, because we're now at this place, which holds like about 3 times more people.
Today marks 1 year since the Davis fire started. How the church that burned down has recovered in just a moment. But first, we're learning of a head-on crash tonight on Military Road and Tulare Street. The Reno Fire Department says 2 cars were involved and 1 person was transported with unknown injuries. The investigation is currently still underway at this time. We've reached out for additional information and we'll make sure to keep you updated as we learn more. Good evening, I'm Jessica McLean. Thank you for joining us. The Holy Spirit Catholic Mission was one of over a dozen structures lost in the fire. Alan Bean caught up with the church officials today to find out where the church stands going forward.
A couple lampposts, the foundation, and the sign out front. That's what's left of the Holy Spirit Catholic Mission building. It was burned down as the Davis fire raced through Washoe Valley in September 2024.
I remember seeing the smoke from my house that day and just knowing immediately that that was right by the church.
Vincent Toomey was a parishioner at the time of the fire. He says when it broke out, the bishop asked if anyone could go to the church and save any religious artifacts, but the road was already closed. Then the photos and videos of the burning church began to spread.
So, it was very, very sad and then worrisome, like, where are we going to go? Because we only celebrate in the extraordinary form, where are we going to be able to establish our Mass?
Bishop Minogue stepped up and allowed the church to use its side chapel while they searched for a new location. At the end of June, the church returned to full operations at a new location near the Reno airport with a new name.
Next Sunday, we're going to be established as an oratory, so with a new name, with a new title, with new canonical status as well. We decided it was probably best for us to choose a new patron to help lead us into the next chapter.
Toomey says the church chose St. Joseph as their new patron because he's a strong father figure. The current location is temporary while the church searches for a spot to build a permanent home. Carlson says the church plans to stay in Reno to allow their community to grow.
Washoe Valley is not the easiest place to get to for everybody, especially in the winter, because it's like its own microclimate.
As of now, the diocese has not decided what it's going to do with the old location along Old US 395. But for now, the Oratory of St. Joseph will hold Mass right here at 5450 Equity Avenue. Covering the story, Alan Bean, 2 News Nevada.
Thank you, Alan. In Fire Watch, an update. The R14 Buffalo fire is now fully contained. As we've been reporting, the fire has been burning about 20 miles just northwest of Gerlach. Now, the Bureau of Land Management in California says the blaze grew to over 1,200 acres. The fire started last Saturday in the Poodle Mountains Wilderness Study area. Now, it's still unknown how the fire originally started. A citation was issued last week for an illegal burn in Winnemucca. Now, the Winnemucca Rural Fire District says firefighters found a burn barrel, as you see here on the screen, on fire on Jones Lane, just off of Huanga. A small area around the barrel had burned as well. Now, firefighters say the fire was quickly put out, and the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office was called to the issue to issue the citation with a fine of over $300. Officials want to remind the public that a burn ban is still in effect in the area. And as we look to our weather, is fall weather just around the corner as we make it further into September? Meteorologist Angela Schilling joins us from the Stormwatch Weather Center with our first look at the forecast. Angela, I know that with fire season still in effect, we should look forward to some of those cooler temps and possibly a few rain showers. Is that in the future here?
And it's going to be cooler, and we have a chance for rain. Now, this is not going to be a huge rain event for all of us. It's going to be very hit and miss, spotty or scattered Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we still could be seeing some smoke and haze tomorrow in the morning, and then it should break apart in the afternoon. As far as right now, though, the air quality is in the good range, but we still have a little bit of haze out there. And tomorrow, the forecast for air quality is good as well. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll only make it up to 81 degrees, so the cooling process has already begun here. It will be windy, though, tomorrow afternoon with a few extra clouds in the afternoon, but overall, it's a dry forecast here for your Monday. And today we're only in the lower to the mid 80s, so it felt nice out there today. It was a little bit cool though this evening once the sun went down and had a little bit of wind. As far as around Lake Tahoe today, highs were in the lower 70s, where you're in the 40s right now, and 60s in the Truckee Meadows for most of us here. Tomorrow afternoon though will be cooler. Highs will only be in the lower 80s as this area of low pressure starts to make its way onshore. Already starting to see some high level cloudiness in advance of it, especially north of I-80, but it is dry for now. And other than the high level clouds, also a little bit of some smoke and haze. Notice all the pink further to the south and closer to the fire itself, the Garnet fire there in pink. That's where you have dense smoke. Also just to the east of Reno and further south, that's where we also see more smoke and haze too. So in the basin and range, it will be thicker there. But as we get more wind and rain, it should help to flush everything out. Best bet for rain will be on Wednesday and Thursday. All the details coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Angela. Now looking around the nation back east, President Trump traveled to New York today to attend the U.S. Open, marking his first visit to the Grand Slam tournament. This comes as the nation still remains a bit divided as to whether National Guard troops should be sent to cities beyond the capital. Nicole Killian has more.
President Trump traveled to New York Sunday to attend the U.S. Open. Prior to his departure, he defended his recent vows to send in the National Guard to cities like Chicago.
We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war. That's common sense.
A new CBS News poll finds 42% of those surveyed favor the deployment of troops to other cities beyond Washington, D.C., while 58% oppose it. Opinion is sharply split along party lines, with 85% of Republicans favoring the deployment and 93% of Democrats opposing it. This weekend, President Trump posted a meme on social media that ominously warned Chicago is about to find out why it's called the Department of War. State and city leaders condemned the president's post and argued statistics show crime in the city is down.
None of this is about fighting crime or making Chicago safer. None of it. For Trump, it's about testing his power and producing a political drama to cover up for his corruption.
On Face the Nation, Illinois Senator Tammy Duckworth, a Democrat, condemned the president's recent threats to the Windy City.
The president of the United States essentially just declared war on a major city in his own nation. This is not normal, Margaret. This is not acceptable behavior.
CBS News has learned the Trump administration is pushing forward with a plan to turn a naval base north of Chicago into a staging area for potential immigration operations. According to an internal government memo obtained by CBS News, the Department of Homeland Security requested roughly 250 federal agents and 140 vehicles at the base. Nicole Killian, CBS News, Washington.
In Space Watch, we've already received some viewer photos tonight as both a total lunar eclipse and a full moon are happening at the same time. Now, the lunar eclipse will be visible tonight for folks living in Europe, Asia, Africa, and Australia. Now, when the Earth passes directly between the sun and the moon will appear to be a red color due to the Earth's movement, casting a shadow onto it. Now, this is known as the blood moon. But for us here in North America and in South America, the full corn moon will be visible. It got this nickname to reflect the season for the harvesting corn. Looking to our community now, today was the first football Sunday of the season and fans came out to Bullies to celebrate.
Super excited, like for every football season. I played baseball, so baseball's my passion, but like when football comes around, it takes over Sundays and Mondays, for sure.
And of course, we talk with some of the staff about the business they see and if there are any specials customers to expect.
We have a bunch of specials going on during football season, and that goes all day, any day that a football game is on. So that's going to be any domestic drafts. You're going to be getting happy hour price all day long.
We were also told Bullies has specials running every Saturday and Sunday, regardless of whether or not there's a game on. Still ahead, the Video Music Awards were hosted on CBS for the very first time. Some highlights from the show right after the break.
Think you need a new roof? Think again. Save thousands with Roof Max.
Are we stranded? We're running out of water!
Hey guys, I've got AAA.
When you're a AAA member, you're covered in anyone's car.
Look closely, and you'll see adventure, discovery, even a little mud. These 4x4s provide the muscle, tech, and durability needed to go anywhere. The Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. It's time to see Ford in a new light. Be winter ready with 0 down leases on a 4-wheel drive Bronco for just $439 or a Bronco Sport for just $369.
With our famous sweet pork, Costa Vida is showing the world how it's done, turning time, technique, and tradition into perfection, just for you. Costa Vida's famous sweet pork. So good.
Are you thinking about going solar? Don't settle for bulky panels bolted onto your roof. With a BIPV solar roof like CertainTeed solar shingles or Tesla solar roofs, you get a seamless modern look that replaces your roof and powers your home. That's roofing and solar in one smart package. Here's the best part. By combining your roof and solar into one integrated project, you can write off the entire system under the 30% federal tax credit, including your backup battery. That's a huge savings, but don't wait. These tax credits won't last forever. The clock is ticking. Great Basin Roofing and Solar specializes in premium solar roofing systems that are built to last, look amazing, and maximize your investment. Call Great Basin Roofing and Solar today at 775-247-2266 or visit greatbasinroofing.com. Go solar, go smart, go green with Great Basin Roofing and Solar.
Thought about this. The keys! Hey guys, I've got AAA.
When you're a AAA member, you're covered in anyone's car.
RC Willey has everything you need to make your home more comfortable.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, many talented artists hit the stage this evening as the 2025 MTV Video Music Awards were held in New York City tonight. And for the very first time, they were also aired on CBS. Jesse Mitchell has the rundown of tonight's top moments and awards.
Cat's Jealous Type. The show, hosted by rapper and actor LL Cool J, aired on CBS for the first time.
Being an artist is an attempt to connect the souls of people all over the world.
Ariana Grande's Brighter Days Ahead won Video of the Year.
I'm so grateful that I get to do this with my life and to have such fiercely loving and supportive fans.
The Moon Man for Song of the Year went to APT by Rosé and Bruno Mars. The past and present of music was highlighted throughout the night. Ricky Martin was honored with the inaugural Latin Icon Award, while Busta Rhymes took home the Rock the Bells Visionary Award. Mariah Carey was honored with the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award.
And in Money Watch, winning tickets for the $1.8 billion Powerball jackpot were sold in Missouri and Texas. Now, yesterday's wins ended a streak of 42 consecutive drawings without a jackpot winner. Now, the winning numbers were 11, 23, 44, 61, 62 with a red Powerball of 17 and a power play multiplier of 2. Now, additionally, 2 lucky tickets sold in Kansas and Texas won a $2 million prize, and 18 tickets sold across 13 states won $1 million. Now, the jackpot will be reset at $20 million for Monday's big drawing.
There'll be too much wind to give tomorrow a 10, so I'm sticking with a 7 tomorrow, and there's a chance of rain this week. The details coming up.
RC Willey has top brand appliances, plus free removal of your old appliance.
New to Medicare? We can help. Now. Call Community Health Alliance. We accept Medicare. We're accepting new patients for primary and behavioral health care. If you have issues that worry you, call us. And our on-site pharmacies make things easier for our patients. Schedule your appointment now. Community Health Alliance. Get the health care you deserve.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday!
Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get large pizzas for just $12, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Join us for the 60th anniversary of Reno Gym and Mineral Society at the Grand Sierra Resort, September 13th and 14th. Enjoy the Kids Corner, Pan for Gold, treasure hunts, fluorescent rocks, raffles, and more.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, get 2.99% APR financing on Tacoma or lease a Tacoma for just $249 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hi, this is Brad Balatin, the owner of Wild West Technology. For over 40 years, I've provided the finest sales and installation of AV systems anywhere in northern Nevada and Lake Tahoe. But now we're doing full smart technology, all types of automation systems, lighting control, HVAC control, and still, of course, the best audio video systems anywhere in northern Nevada.
It will be windy tomorrow. It's a touch on the breezy side this weekend, but they're going to be more noticeable tomorrow. Wind gusts anywhere between 30 to 40 miles per hour. So a little bit on the breezy side Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, especially if you get close to a thunderstorm, but the majority of the wind will be tomorrow. Thankfully, relative humidity will get a little bit higher, but it's not going to be strong enough to eliminate the fire risk entirely. So just make sure to stay fire aware tomorrow, and then wind gusts will be right around 20 miles per hour Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Today, though, it felt nice, a high of 84 degrees by this evening. It was even a little bit chilly out there. The average high for this time of year is 87, but it can be hot this time of year too. The record today, 104. Thankfully, not that hot. It's comfortable now, though. We're at 68 degrees. We do have some high-level cloudiness out there. Winds are coming out of the northeast at 5 miles per hour, but they're going to pick up again tomorrow as that low gets closer, and it will cool us down down too. Most of us right now though are in the 60s, 49 in South Tahoe, 68 in Reno, 64 in Fallon. And tomorrow we'll shave off another few degrees as this area of low pressure starts to move in here. You can see an area of low pressure off in the ocean. We have the main one still offshore, but we're going to get a first little impulse that'll move in here tomorrow. In advance of it though, we do have some high level clouds that are moving in. That's intertangled here with some haze coming up from the south. So if it looks like it's really cloudy out, it could be a mixture of haze and high level cloudiness coming up from the west. The haze is coming up from the south though. Tomorrow though, a good amount of sunshine in the morning with the exception of some haze. By the afternoon, we'll call it partly cloudy. And tomorrow afternoon, the rain begins into northwestern California, but it will be dry tomorrow in the Truckee Meadows with more wind than anything else. Then on Tuesday, the low starts to make its way further south, and we have a chance for showers and thunderstorms here in the Truckee Meadows as well as in the Basin and Range. It's only a 20% chance in Reno, Carson City, Lake Tahoe, but a better chance along and east of 95. It would be very isolated in the Reno area and be more spotty and more scattered further to the east. So a better chance just east of Reno on Tuesday, and then it will become more numerous Wednesday and Thursday. And the majority of the heavier rainfall will be up to the north. It's not only the rain, but it's also the cooler air. It's going to feel like fall. So good portion of northern Nevada here and in our area will be anywhere between 10 to 20 degrees below average for this time of year. And Reno itself will be closer to 10. And Ely tomorrow, high of 77 degrees, 77 in Austin, and a mild day tomorrow in Hawthorne with highs in the 80s, lower 80s in the Basin and Range tomorrow. So it will be a touch on the windy side, but you're going to notice a cool down for your Monday and the start of the work week. Overnight lows will be in the lower 50s, but places like Stead tonight getting down into the 40s, 49 tonight in Carson City, 36 tonight in South Tahoe, and flurries are even possible up in the high Sierra Tuesday night, Wednesday night when you get up way up there in the mountains. As far as in the Truckee Meadows tomorrow, highs will be in the upper 70s to about 80 degrees tonight. Most of us near 50, but places like Cold Springs could drop down to 45. Up at Lake Tahoe tomorrow, high of 69 degrees with some hazy sunshine, especially in the morning, better in the afternoon, and there will be some wind to contend with. Wind gusts tomorrow right around 45 miles per hour. In Reno tomorrow, high of 81 with increased fire danger because of the wind. Relative humidity won't be terribly low, but it will be low enough to where we'll want to be extra cautious tomorrow when it comes to fire danger. As far as your 7-day forecast here, we're going to be in the 70s throughout much of the work week. 75 on Tuesday, 72 on Wednesday, and 73 on Thursday. Our best bet for some rainfall would be on Thursday. The heaviest rain would be north of I-80. At this point, it doesn't look to be heavy rainfall, but light to moderate. With that being said, anytime you get a thunderstorm, some of them can be stronger than others, but in general, it doesn't look to be like a huge amount of rain, and we could get some wind out of it as well.
Did I hear you say flurries?
Yeah, up in the high, up in the high Sierra, when you get above like 8,000 feet, can't rule out a few flurries, and that's not unheard of in September for that to happen, and when you're that high up in elevation.
It can change so quickly too, because again, the elevation, the humidity, and the moisture in the air all combined at one point.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing about the mountains. You know, when you're closer to ground level, you know, that'd be bizarre. But when you're so high up, you know, in September, I mean, it's not unheard of.
All right. Thank you, Angela.
Yeah.
Final day of the Great Reno Balloon Race, and we got the opportunity to hit the skies in this year's first place Cosmic Crisp apple. WatchMeFly.net and family members say that Justin Wilkinson took first place with his father taking it in second. Now, a lot of the attendees wake up at, okay, ready for this, 3 or 4 in the morning to get the perfect spot to watch the balloons hit the air. We spoke to one person who has been to the event for years about why they keep coming back.
Every year, I'm always surprised by the turnout. I always forget how busy it is coming in. But I love seeing that people are coming out here again, and always just, you know, it's always good to see people have fun and be part of a community.
Now, the event has announced that next year it'll be expanding from 3 days to 4 due to the event growing in attendance and popularity. Beginning next year, the first Thursday of the event will be featured a full slate of events instead of being only just one preview day. And coming up, Jewish Nevada hosted its 4th annual Milk and Honey Culture Festival. How the festival got its name when we come back.
Watch Redefining Retirement with me, Chris Apps, Sundays at 5:30 p.m.
This summer, put the pedal down on something beautiful, something rare, something fast, something classic. Sierra Classics and Imports is Northern Nevada's only classics dealership. We buy, sell, and consign American and European classic cars and trucks. Our inventory moves fast. Check our website to see what's currently in stock and get on it before it's gone. Sierra Classics and Imports. You know you always wanted one.
Think you need a new roof? Think again. 9 out of 10 roofs can be saved by RoofMax at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. I know it's hard to believe. Just scan the QR code on the screen to hear how our customers are raving about RoofMax.
If your car is in an accident, tell the insurance company, I want Nachos. Nachos Paint and Body Shop. Family owned and operated since 2008, Nachos offers great rates and the highest level of service. Tell the insurance company, I want Nachos.
In Northern Nevada, only one hospital is dedicated to the care of children, offering 5 pediatric primary care locations, 20 pediatric specialties, and the area's only 24/7 children's emergency room and level 2 pediatric trauma center. Add in hundreds of pediatricians, care teams, services, and child-friendly spaces, and you get a level of commitment and care that's 1,000% for kids. Make an appointment today with Renowned Children's Hospital.
Now's the time to remodel your bathroom with USA Bath's multi-space savings event. Our skilled professionals will transform your outdated, unsafe, and moldy bathrooms into beautiful and functional spaces that suit your style and budget, increasing your home's value. Sit back and relax as we handle everything quickly, efficiently, and affordably. Remodel 1 bath, save 10%. 2 baths, save 12%. 3 or more baths, save 15%. Visit or call USA Bath today.
For a sleep, safe, clean bathroom, remodel with ease. With USA Bath's expertise.
Welcome back. Looking to our community, the 4th annual Milk and Honey Jewish Culture Festival took place today, and organizers shared with us how it got its name.
The land of Canaan was promised them to be as a land of milk and honey, where life would grow and everything would be green and a wonderful place to live. And that's what we called it this, is we wanted to be able to share that bounty of our culture and our community.
Now, organizers told us the event has grown tremendously over the years. When it first started 4 years ago, there were 150 attendees, and now this year they were expecting around 500. And what started as 25 vendors had grown to 60. Chrysalis Light Recovery Homes hosted their first event this weekend to introduce their mission and how they want to help the community.
The idea is to offer homes and residential communities where these women coming from homelessness, addiction, justice system impacted can come in and get to know what it's like to live in a home with grace and dignity and the support that they need to continue on with their recovery.
The organization is a faith-based sober recovery home that offers a 6-month certificate program with an optional 18-month extended graduation program afterwards. Now, we were told the programs use faith, mentorship, life skills training, and community support to help women rebuild their lives and heal.